Hello there and welcome back to another Thunderous Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jag Thunder, and this is Minecraft. And what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Military Airfield. We are working on the main entrance. 21 episodes in. Alright, so we started in a funky area, whatever. Alright, so last time we were working on the guardhouse and I was struggling a little bit towards the end of the video. Didn't have any really good pictures to work with, and I still really don't, but I've got a couple. But it's what I have done is I went ahead and moved this back to center line, like I said I was going to do with the other piece, which is 13 long. And then I think it was 7 wide for our roads. And I went back to the andesite. I don't know, I kind of like it. Now I want to switch my whole base out. Which actually is not too bad. It's just that straight road, which is not going to be straight anyways, and that's coming out. But the parking lot and stuff are up around the other main admin building is the only other gray, and I think down to the tower maybe. I don't know. I will take a look at it and see what I've got. But anyways, I moved everything back a little bit. So if you're trying to follow along, the best I can tell you is just make two lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with white line on each side. Skip a space. Put this little guy in the middle. It's 3 wide. Do the same thing. 7 white, and then that line. And hopefully you should be about where I am. And then you can just move yours forward or backwards accordingly. Or if you're just out in a flat world, you can follow along. I probably will count some more blocks. I'm running shaders. Again, I forgot to run shaders on the last episode. And this is CUDA shaders. Wow, this looks really, really nice. I like it. It's not quite as bright as Zeus shaders. And there's some nice fog in the distance, like the Puka shaders or whatever they are. So we're gonna give these a whirl for a little while. I think I like them. So anyways, I've got a picture of 2 guards standing right here checking in a car, and I can kind of see this in the background. And from what I can see, there's some doors right here. And I got back on Google Earth again, and I see there's a little bit of a sidewalk here. It walks around this back side and then goes out to here. And then down the back side and around the other side of this building. The building is about 19 meters long. Mine's going to be a little bit different just because I overscaled this just a little bit. Probably, again, more than I should have, but it should be fine. Returning to the questions, we are pulling from episode 12. First one, Craig Williams. I love your videos, man. Such a big inspiration. I built most of your ships and made the big naval base scene. Thank you. Any advice for joining the Navy? Need as much as possible as I have a year to go and can enlist. Looking forward to hearing from you. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I've actually had this question a few times over the past couple years. And while I am spinning around here, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I've got, and then I'll answer that, Craig. I did kind of answer it to you, but I'm going to answer it so everybody can hear it. So anyways, I went along the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh God, did I do 8? Oh, I did 8. No way. I got a double door. This might not work out, but actually, no, it will, because the roof angles up this way. So as long as I'm odd this way, we are good. Even I think I can deal with. If not, I will world edit it. So anyways, then I went smooth sandstone on top. It looked like there was a small piece of trim. I was having trouble trying to get this to blend in. It looked like shit. So this is what I come up with. There's some dark framing around the glass. And I used to work for a glass company for 5 years. So I've done glazing before. And that is the brown or a dark metal that the windows get framed into. That's what we're pretty much seeing in that picture. And then some of the building frame around that, which isn't a whole hell of a lot. But anyways, that brown framing around the window, and then this middle piece looks like a dark brown, or hey, guess what? Black. Nether brick. Same thing we're using on the base. So that's awesome. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So we put a layer of sandstone across, cut out for 2 doors. And put some little slabs right there, and then went 1, 2, 3, and then on the 3rd block came down with our sandstone. And that's what we're gonna go ahead and trim this out and switch this over. And that's the only thing I don't like, CUDA. That's the only thing I don't like. It outlines the block. I know where I'm pointing. So, anyways, going to answer the question, Craig. So you're going into boot camp, and of course it was over 20 years ago for me, so it's going to be a little hard to remember. But I do remember keeping my mouth shut, and that is the best advice that I can give anybody that goes into any branch of service. Is go in there, and don't go in there with an attitude. Go in there nice and quiet. Listen and do exactly everything that they tell you to do. Don't mouth off. Become invisible. I actually made it, to week 6.5 before my company commanders even knew I was in the company. So yeah, I was really, really quiet. I was way in the back. We started with 140 something sailors, or recruits rather, and by the time we finished, we was down to maybe 110. We lost quite a few people out of our company. Some of them got what they called ASMO'd back. Basically, if you don't pass a fitness test, which there's 3 of them, they will send you back to the next company that is coming along, usually about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how much they think that you need. So they'll send you back to the other company, and you will train with them and get in a little bit better shape and hopefully pass your fitness test. Now, they won't give you a shitload of time to try to get better. If you just can't pass, eventually they will kick you out. So the best thing I can say is get in shape. Take that year and get in shape. And we're just going to take this around the outside. How about I count it for you so we know how wide this building is? Don't count this one here. That's on the outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is odd. I knew that because we counted that over there. Duh, Jag. All right, so on the outside of this right here, inside here, give us a nice little lip. I think that will look really nice. And then we'll continue trimming this around. Just like that. We're going to grab this and the nether brick slabs, and we're going to cap along the top. Maybe. I know, like I said, I know this has a roof on it. Let me pull up the picture. Craig, I have your picture in my way, so I need to move it so I can see that roof again. And I'm using a different picture this time. And okay, this has a pretty much a little black roof on it. It's the one above this that's really, really tall and really steep. So we can go ahead and continue wrapping this around with our nether brick slabs. So we're going to do that. And for right now, this is in my damn way. So I'm just going to bump that down to 1. And I think here we're just going to run across that. Or do I want to run that in? I think I might want to run that in, or is that going to... I don't think that'll mess me up. I don't think it will. It's because I can just do this right here. It's not going to be a really, really tall roof anyways, which is fine. It's kind of steeper than that. Maybe I should use full blocks on that one. Let's take a look at it. Oh, well, that's going to be halves anyways. Well, shit. Maybe the next one up will go up by a full block, and we'll see what that looks like. So anyways, pretty much that is the best advice that I have for that question, Craig. I wish you the best of luck. It's not bad. It's not as bad as what it seems. There are some videos online. I did happen to find some on YouTube, and we're going to go ahead and jump this up by 1 block. Do I want to do that now, or do I want to do that later? I don't think I want to go full block. I really don't. Not there, I don't. So yeah, there's actually some boot camp videos here on YouTube. And I did watch them because I was curious if anything had changed since I had been through. And there's some that looks a little bit different. It does actually look like they do a few things that have changed since I went through. Which again, like I said, it was 20 years ago. So yeah, things are going to change. But the what am I trying to say? The basis for what they're trying to teach you is the same. Is to get you, and you don't realize it when you're in the midst of it. And I don't know if maybe this has a little trim piece that sticks out. Maybe I should put. That might go too far if I do that. Is to get you ready for the fleet, and you don't realize that when you're actually going through the training, because it's just it's completely out of the norm for most people. I mean, they're not used to the screaming, the yelling, the hurry up. You got fucking 2 minutes to shit and shower and shave. And people are like, well, do you get in trouble if you don't, do it in that amount of time? No, you just don't get the damn shave. So yeah, you just, get in there, and hopefully you're not a hairy fucker. And I wasn't. So shaving was, sometimes I could, kind of get away with not shaving, but you want to be careful of that too, because they'll take the back of your military ID and scrape your face, and if they hear any sound, you're in trouble. So yeah. Other than that, like I said, get in shape, keep your mouth shut, stay out of sight, do what you're supposed to do. This is the birch door, and I like this a lot. And I'm going to put the big chunk glass above it, just like that. And man, there we go. Just that simple. We have a nice, awesome looking guard shack. I think that turned out really, really swell. Oh, I've been wanting to use that word for a while. I don't know why, but I used it, so they're swell. We had no questions in episode 13. Which was kind of strange. I didn't really watch it. I was just pulling questions from it, and I think that's the one where I was flying around and I was showing the tower, was finishing that up, and I was sick and I was speeding up the video a little bit because some of the comments, most of the comments were you guys telling me that you hope I get better and all that good stuff, and I really, really appreciate that. And I think that was pretty much the gist of what everybody was saying in the comment section. So I didn't have any questions. No questions from 13. Now, that does not mean I'm going to skip to 14, because otherwise I will run out of questions really, really fast, just because they're getting fewer and far between, which is fine, understandable. Can't always have a lot of questions, endless supply of questions. It would be nice, but hey, whatever. So anyways, there is our building. There's our middle piece. Let's go ahead and build that up, and we are going to do the same thing we did here. We're going to grab our brick, and we're going to brick on the outside. And again, this is just a little guard shack here in the middle for the second lane, for like right in the mornings when they're really busy. And they got a lot of people coming in, and it moves fast. I mean, guys, it does. I mean, they're just like, as long as, like I said, they see your sticker, you're in, you're good, and they will pass you on by. Officers, they will salute you, and everybody just keeps on moving. So yeah, don't need more than 2 lanes on this base. I think we discussed that last time. And there is a little pillar out here in the front, and I think I'm going to put it right there even with the other one, and we're going to cap it. And then, because I've got OCD, I don't want this underneath, and I don't want this right now, because we're going to bring this piece down. 3, there's 4. Like so, you guys should be able to follow along with most of the things that I'm building here, especially if you followed the last episode, because I laid it out pretty well. And we're just going to go ahead and surround this with our stripe. And the pictures I've got, there's not a stripe here. I just want one here. I need to break up this andesite and kind of make it look a little bit. See, it's just plain down there. It needs something. And like I said, the base does not actually have that. And I wonder if I should do the same thing on the other side, because I can't really see what that is. And it looks like there's a little piece that actually sticks out. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who the fuck we fighting for? This is more square, but I like it having this here. It looks better. And we don't actually have to go exactly like it. But if I don't, I'm going to have a really, really narrow window right there. And here is where that's going to be. I'm going to have 2 pieces right there, and they're not going to be able to see. So if I do that, that's not going to work. So I'm going to come up off the corner, by 1 more. We're going to go brick and then sandstone, and that way our corner actually lands right here. And then we only have just 1 piece to contend with as far as looking out the end. And we don't have two on the corner, so I think that will work a lot better. And again, we're just going to keep this one very, very simple, very, very square. There's not much to them. There's really nothing in there but a damn desk anyways. I remember standing watch. Everybody stands watch when you're in the service. And watches, can consist of many different things. I did a shotgun watch on the Enterprise as part of security. I've done berthing watches. I've done fire watches. Basically, fire watches are if they are welding something, and does that look okay? Yeah. If they are welding something, and after they get done welding, they have to have some. It's mandatory. They have to have a fire watch. Basically, somebody who stands there and makes sure that it doesn't reignite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so remember on the 6th block is where that is, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's right there, and then we'll surround that. And are we 1, 2, 2? So yeah, so like when they get done welding, they've got to make sure that it doesn't reignite. So they put you on, they put people on fire watch. Now, how you get that, it just depends where you're at and what part, what division, what your. I was flowing good. I really was. Yeah, it just depends on what department you're in. If you're in like a mechanic shop or something, and they do you do a lot of welding and things like that, or like in a repair division or a repair shop department or whatever, you will do a lot of fire watches because you will be welding, and then you will have to have somebody keep an eye on everything. I think it's 12. It might be 12 hours or a full shift. I can't remember. It's been forever, guys. But anyways, you'll do watches like that. Security watches. When you're in boot camp, you will have they just berthing watches, I think they're called. Yeah, you just basically you get up in the at wee hours in the damn morning. If you're unlucky like I was, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had a watch, and I stood watch for I think was it 2 hours? It might have been 2 hours. Because they were pretty short in boot camp. That way everybody got a chance to stand watches. And what you had to do is the guy that was on watch, he would come wake you up out of your rack. And, right, rips, I didn't mean to do that.
And he would get you up and you would relieve him. So that's how a watch works. And then he could go back to sleep and get his rest. And there we go, just like that. And one more across here, and then we'll finish up this middle section. So you'd go up to the front of the berthing hall, and you stand there, and there's a book, and you would log in the book. Basically, seaman recruit so-and-so assumes watch, and then you put the time that you assume the watch, just like that. And then basically you stand there and make sure nobody comes in the berthing or the area that you're watching that is not supposed to be in there. And they would test you. They would send people in the middle of the night in their civilian clothes. And if you did not stop them, man, did you get some shit tore out of you. That's a good way to fucking piss them off right there. Is either one, let somebody through that's not supposed to be let through, or two, sleeping on your watch. Man, you want to get some shit, boy? That's how you do it right there. So don't fall asleep on your watches either. Let's grab that door. I don't know if this is going to work over here because it's going to be... Is that going to work? You know what? It kind of works. Put that brick up there. What if I build it out by 2? Is that going to really mess this up on the inside, I wonder? Or is that going to look shitty? You know what? We're not going to be in here. I think that's going to be okay. We'll put some glass around the outside, and you will never really see that. I don't want to move it out, because then it'll be here, and it'll be like right there. I want that little cut in, like I have over here on this one, right there. And this one has a step up, but I don't have room to step up on this one. It's a little different. I think it'll be okay. So, anyways, so you're standing your watch, and I think it's maybe every 30 minutes, you need to, that ain't going to be right. You need to basically walk around the berthing, and again, make sure nobody has sneaked in. What is it? Is it sneaked or snuck? No, snuck's not a fucking word. Sneaked into the berthing area, and again, they would do that. We had like a back door to our berthing, and they would come through the other company's berthing hall, and then they would go through the break room in the back, and then they would come in the back, and they would just sit back there in a fucking chair, and they would wait. And because you're supposed to be doing your watches, your rounds, they would wait. And if you didn't show up, oh man, holy shit! And everybody knew because they would wake. They would be screaming at them, so it would wake everybody up. Sure, I like that right there, guys. I think is what I'm going to do is bring that back up so it matches the other one. So yeah, they would like fucking yell and scream and wake everybody up in the damn the birthing hall, so nobody got no damn sleep. But they wanted you to know that, hey, this guy fell asleep on his watch. You guys could have got fucking ass raped. So yeah, there's a valuable lesson to be learned, from standing your watches. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to damn do. And this ain't working out quite the way I wanted it to, so I'm just going to build on top of that. So yeah, very important. You fuck up in your shit bag, they put us on, well, they didn't put me. They would put people on what they call submarine watch. Which is fine. They got some funny shit. Now, they got a good sense of humor. This don't look right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on the 6th one from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knew that was off by 1. I fucking knew it. So anyways, they would put you on submarine watch. If you really fucked up and he was a dirtbag. And it was funny because submarine watch in boot camp was, they would stand you in front of the shitter, and you would watch for submarines. Turds to float back up. So anyways, you would stand there, like if you fucked up on your watch, that would be, I've seen, that be one of the punishments. So yeah, that looks really good. I'm gonna hold off for the next episode to do the big piece over the top, but I'll show you what I've got going on over here. I really fucking wish we would get half slabs of other blocks, because the gravel in here needs to be up at curb level height, and the grass, it fucking pisses me off. Yeah, really, really bad. But nope, we're gonna get dual wheeling, by God, that's fucking awesome.
Anyway, so the two guys, sorry, little rant. Two guys standing right here, two of your Air Force guys checking cars. Right behind them there is a gravel, kind of, this piece right here. It's gravel and grass. I'm still debating whether or not I want to do the gravel. I think the gravel looks nice and it breaks it up nice, but I can't really plant anything on it. Now, what I could do is I could do a mask, and I could do part grass, part gravel. So I will try doing that and getting rid of all this. And that way I've still got some grass pieces in here for like the double tall grass, maybe a few trees, and things that need to grow on the grass. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and count this out if you are following along so that you can see where I'm at. And the timer is just about done, so this will come out just about right. And I just happened to check it. And I've got about 40 seconds left, and that's fine. So right here from the building, again, we come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We cut a little slot in it right here because there's a little ramp. Again, I think it's for probably wheelchair accessible. And then from this corner here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Now this circle right here is a 22. Again, it's on the evens, but the way that this is all set up, this is off center anyways. I'm not trying to do anything symmetrical here. Even, there it is. Even works is just fine for this particular build. So that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to stay just to, did I stay to the inside on the other one? Because that's a 22 down here. Now this one, I just went 5, so they just come out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and then I went 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47. And I think I'm going to stay on the inside of the grass. Will work better. So we're just going to go one more on that one there, which makes it 48. And we're going to stay on the inside of the grass. Again, this is a 22 down here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Back to this one right here. And I may... It does, yeah, it lines up because I reversed it. I did a 22 back on this side. So there we go, back to the 3, the 1, and then this run goes this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there is another little piece that kind of kicks in, and then this side mirrors going out. So I may just go ahead and run this to here, and then run this, figure out what it is from here to there at an angle, and it's not going to be much, probably about 12 or 15 pieces a piece to get from here to here. And then we'll run on the inside of this all the way down to here, and then there was that wall piece. This comes out and runs into here, and then it is straight across from this piece that we put in last time. And I'm changing the wall out, and I'll get to that in a second. So from here, we just take this down to the circle, and you could probably stop and or count if you want to. I'm not going to count them all. If you count it out that side, it should come out the same. And it looks like it's about 1 too heavy. And it is. So this one here, we're going to drop back in with that one. And we should have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That so does not look right. It's not. See, that's why I don't like using evens. That one down there. I know this episode is going to go a little bit long here, guys. Let me look at this one more time. It should be 1, 2, 3, and then 3 diagonal, and then 3 going back. So let's do that. 3, and then 3. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do. Come on now, bitch. And then we'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go diagonal. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So it comes out even, and it actually is even, and that looks really, really nice. So this way, I don't actually have to do. I don't know. I can do sidewalks and shit. I guess that'll work. But anyways, it's raised, and I can figure out what to do here in the middle. And oh, the this wall piece that I'm working on. I've just turned the stairs upside down against this, which looks good here, and it also looks good from the front. The only place it's going to look kind of shitty is probably here on the back side, but that should be fine. I can put bushes up against the back side and cover it up. So that is it for episode 21. Wow, lots of moving, lots got done. Lots got done. We got a lot done in that episode, guys. Hope you are enjoying this build. And if you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up button like you always do. I really, really appreciate it. And remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.